Okay, so from my understanding, I understand that Rocks had a couple kids. He did not just have Blackbeard, because we know that Blackbeard has two sisters. We don't know if they are half sisters or no. And from speculations, I'm probably thinking that they are probably his real sisters, not half sisters. So he probably was with Blackbeard's mom for a couple time, and then he probably had Blackbeard after having his sisters before. Like, I'm probably thinking that he got with his mother and they got probably like twin sisters or something like that. And then after that, Blackbeard was born. And that's why Rocks was so happy about actually having his real son from a D clan, in a way, from what he calls it, the Davy clan, in a way. And so, from just what we got and from what we understood about their relationship, that's what we got in the narration of the One Piece, in a way. Like, it is what it is, as the narrator says it. But it is not always true. It is not always the final end of the story like we may know it, as they say. For example, like Rocks D Xebec, we just now uncovers that his real name is not Rocks D Xebec, but Davy D Xebec. And he's actually coming from the whole line of the actual Davy Jones himself, or Davy D. Jones. So that's why I don't think that Davy actually stands for the D clan, like the D for D. People are saying that D is actually, yes, Davy, but it's not going to be like Davy Jones, like it's kind of weird. But from that understatement, we see that not everything is true and not everything is said up until the end. And we may still discover some new things. For example, in this video, we're going to be talking about the possibilities of Blackbeard and Buggy being actually half brothers, and both of them having basically the same daddy. And we're talking about David Xebec. So hopefully you guys like this video and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget. And so, from what the narrator was saying, we know that the real father of Blackbeard is Rocks, but nothing is specifically said about Buggy. Buggy, we don't know who Buggy's real parents are. His real dad, like his biological dad and his biological mom, we don't know who they are yet. But we can just speculate out of resemblance, for example. And in some of the latest chapters of One Piece, we discovered actually the the wanted poster that Rocks D Xebec had back in the day. We're gonna call him Rocks D Xebec for the end of the video because that was his famous name that everybody used to call him by. Like, the Davy D Xebec was not very much known, like only by his clan probably. And so Buggy, since we have no information about him, hey, let's speculate. And so that wanted poster that we got, it looks a lot like two characters that we know, basically. And that wanted poster with Rocks D Xebec on it, we have basically a lot of resemblance with Blackbeard and Buggy at the same time. And that's why, let's look it up, you guys. As for example, right here, as you look at this picture, when you actually compare the wanted poster picture that we have of Rocks from this side and from the other side, and with Buggy and Blackbeard in between them, you can see a lot of resemblance. You can see that pretty much Blackbeard and Rocks D Xebec's mouth is pretty much the same from this side. You can see that the eyes are pretty much the same. The nose is pretty much the same. The hair is not pretty much the same. Like Rocks had a lot more hair than his son did, Blackbeard. But even the veins are the same. You can see them right here. Other than that, you can see that basically like facial expression, like how the face is shaped in a way and how it is squared in here a little bit. Oh yeah, 100% he is Rocks' son. Blackbeard is Rocks. And if you literally, even if you look at it from far, you can see that clearly. If you don't look at it as, oh yeah, it's Blackbeard, you can clearly, oh yeah, it's Rocks, But then when you move it to Buggy, and Buggy, you can see that, yes, he's got pretty much the same kind of twisted smile that his probable dad had. They also had the same kind of literally eye shape also, and the same, not the same, of course. Buggy has a little bit more veins than his dad right here because he's more like, you know. But from it too, like from the shape of it and all of that, it looks pretty darn close. It is right there with how Blackbeard looks and with how Rocks looks, you know. So that's why, like, when you literally look at this picture, it kind of leads you to think, oh, there might probably be half brothers from different mothers, you know, like probably like now we just gotta check on how old Blackbeard is and how old Buggy is and see who's the oldest. And even in that case, like when Blackbeard was in God Valley and he was saved by Monkey D. Dragon, he looked like he was like 4 or 5 years old. So from that age, you can already also speculate if, for example, Buggy is younger than Blackbeard. Well, he might not be that younger than him. He might be like a year or two younger than him. And in that case, the theory is approved. And Rocks could have had another kid somewhere else in the world of One Piece, you know? And that gave you Buggy right there. Even when you look right here at this famous page that says in here from Sengoku, the island the world government wanted to hide disappeared entirely because Rocks was so ambitious in his pursuit of being the king of the world. And then you jump to another page where you've got literally Buggy saying, I am starting to feel like I can actually do this. Yes, I can see it now. Me, the king of the world. So literally you can see the start of that ambition even start within Buggy as soon as he's starting to see his opportunity in a way. And that tells me, hey, Buggy ain't playing. You gotta be careful from Buggy because he might have the same resolve as his potential daddy in a way. And so through it all, guys, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that Buggy and Blackbeard, through all the pictures that we saw, I'm saying that they are probably half brothers and they don't know it yet, and they will probably have an ounce of information by the end of One Piece probably, where we can clearly see Buggy coming with his probable mother or something like that from somewhere that recognized him or something, and she's finally gonna tell him, yes, your father was a Rocks, and he's gonna be like, what? We all know about Buggy's reactions and we love them, and that's why you guys let me know what you think about this theory down in the comments below. And don't forget about your boy. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.